Today, now the next live analysis of 50 markets of today, the 9th, and also for the 10th of July 2025. Today, or better say some hours ago, it was a very moving day. Taco trades again, Donald Trump again, with a lot of statements. He tries with everything to dominate the media, and so the market reacts that way. He put a lot of countries with tariffs, and hours later he took back the tariffs, and after some hours he put higher tariffs on the same countries again. And as expected, how I told you yesterday, exactly all the price levels we have been expecting to enter or exit exactly at those prices. We executed our orders. In some markets we took profit, exit, and in some other markets we entered new entries. In some other markets we extended the profit targets and also added much more to our selling or buying positions depending on the market. Why? Because we exactly know what is the next move of Taco, and also as expected, especially in these times, and today was the FOMC meeting. As expected, they didn't rise or hiked the interest rates, and therefore I am very convinced that also in September we will have no rate cuts, and probably that's a very low probability, maybe in December. So there are several reasons. Fundamentally, the interest rates, market interest rates, rising very high, but the news media saying that interest rates going down. Funny, amazing fact is that most of those media are owned by Donald Trump Media Entertainment or supporting them. I'm not against Trump, to make it clear, but I have been investigating to which category or who are the owners of those medias and so on. So a lot of confusing news. That's the reason that we don't trade based on news. If you want to trade based on news, you are very free to do that. And therefore we trust just our own trading system and trading strategy. We don't let anyone, might it be Trump, Fed chairman, bankers, so-called gurus or experts, no one, we allow no one to take any decision for us to decide whether we buy or sell a market, we take profit or enter. We don't allow it to no one. We take our decisions very rational based on our strategy. And therefore now we begin with yesterday we started with crypto. Today we start with commodities. We go then to Forex, to stock markets, and then at least to crypto markets. So we begin first with silver, US dollar, as expected, or yesterday I told you also. We are waiting for silver to come up to 37.15. Once reaching there, we waiting for two divergence confirmations. Probably we expect also that based on the gold move, the silver can go probably also a little bit higher to 37.85 and also 37.87 and 38.15, and from there we start to sell slowly silver. The next market is gold. We are long in gold already, gold building a very good fundament to continue its trend up. At this moment, gold is at 3,313. The next level to be expected is 3,359. If gold breaks that level but stabilizes there and also positive momentum, gold can go to 3,428. The next market is nat gas. So nat gas, we are already long, but today based on some reports of EIA, and I'm coming also later to oil, we have been expecting for 309. It's possible that also tomorrow natural gas, nat gas goes a little bit lower to 304, to 96, and even to 289. And the lowest price we can expect is 275. These are all buy positions we already have, and at those levels we will add to our buy positions. The first target up is to 3.39, 3.48, up to 3.71. Now the next market to oil. Oil has already been moving up from 60 to 70 to 69.22 today. And there, I told you also yesterday, we have now a correction back from 69.28 down, first of all, to around 66.61. If it goes below to 65.66, the next level will be 63.68, down to possibly, if we will have a very deep pullback, to 61.83, where we will buy oil again. The next market is heating oil, also very simple but very good market that's giving a lot of good signals. Already short, 244 was our entry price. The current price is 239. We expect to come to 232. If it's going below, then we will have 70% of retracement at 227, and probably down to 218 and 207, where heating oil starts to rise again. Then the next market, very interesting, also gasline. Gasline has the attitude that before oil or nat gas market start to react, the gas line or gas oil starts first. Therefore, we are also short at 713 down, waiting to take a partial profit at 677 and 649. We will take the second part of the profit. We expect the market going down maybe to 606, if not higher. But at this level, then we start to buy gas line and gas oil again. Coffee, finally now stabilizing very well. Currently at 283. We are long and in position. The next profit target is at 294. We need to know also that coffee market is a seasonal market. So because we're nearing also the winter time, also the price of the coffee and because of the cyclical and seasonal factors help to increase higher to 3.10. The next profit target is at 327 at this point. We come now to the indices. The indices, we begin with NASDAQ, US 100. We are short. We have already put the first part of our selling positions at 22,958. It is also possible because of Friday and a lot of traps of the market that it goes higher to the level 23,132 to around 24,080, where based on our position and system, we will add only short positions. That means we never buy NASDAQ at this very high expensive level. This is the first one, not because the market is very high, because the fundamentals are exactly the opposite of the US indices. Inflation is very high, the interest rates, market interest rates, and 10 years yields are very high. And also, the global economy of the United States is looking anything but not good. In other words, very terrible. We will have a very strong and very negative impacts of the tariffs. The media are hiding it. Therefore, we don't believe in these up moves, as we believe there are 99% insider tradings and traps. And therefore, we are definitely short. Local profit target is at 22,011. The next one, 21,489. The next one, 19,980. The next one, 18,898. The next one, 17,912. And the next one, 16,580. US 30, Dow Jones, we expect today, because of technical, that the price goes up to 45,110 and even higher, possibly to 46,216. It might not happen today, but maybe during the next days. But the potential possibility is there, where we start to sell very powerfully the Dow Jones. The first profit target 42,729, the next one 40,614, and the next one 39,157. S&P 500 reacting exactly to our trading system very nicely. Short, definitely short, we reached finally for the second time during this week our entry price again at 6,286, where we added again sell positions. A possible trap pullback to 6,397 or even 644 is possible based on Trump statements or whatever, or insider buying or whatever you name it. The first profit target, like yesterday's video, 5,989. The next one, 5,759. And the next one, 5,513. Then we come to German 14. German 14, very trappy market, very insider trading, especially American investors and investment companies trapping this market. Everything looking good on the chart, but the factors and global fundamentals are looking everything but not good. With other words, the move is a real card trap. Therefore, also very high selling, 24,746, where we shot our first short and selling positions. The next range is 25,174 up to 25,860. And in this zone, we only sell the market. Again, we only sell the market. We don't trust this long bullish move because it's full of trap and it is a buyer's trap, that the buyers get trapped very bad. So the next profit target is at 22,760. The next one, 21,896. Breaking that level leads DAX to below 20,000 to 19,324. Then we come to the dollar markets. Dollar, my favorite, definitely dollar is king. And we expect that euro dollar rises first to 118.28, 118.77, 119.85, and then at that level we start to sell. It can possibly go a little bit higher to 120.93, where we have sure sells. Downside, taking profits begin at 114.23, 113.51, and then 110.22. British pound sterling, US dollar, also we expect that the market rises up again to 137.81, where we will start to sell at 138.15, and the higher the market goes, we expect it might be also go higher to 139.97 and 141.16, where we double our sell positions down. The profit targets will be at 133.67, 131.800, 129.13. Euro Australia dollar, very nicely. We already reached our first entry at 180.65, but at this moment at 179, where the current price is, it's diverging to go higher again to our first entry, and possibly a little bit higher to 182.54 and 184.93, where we will sell it, of course. US dollar, Canadian dollar, my absolute favorite of the dollar pairs near US dollar, Japanese yen, and we are already long from 135.53. At this moment, we will have a profit taking of the others at 136.87, possibly to come back to our entry, or maybe a 70% pullback to 135.75, where we will add then again our buy positions. Then we go then to the next market, the US dollar Japanese yen. And the US dollar Japanese yen is going down, as we said yesterday, exactly at 146.94, current price at 146.24. It will go a little bit down to 143.72, possibly to 142.44 and 141.86. Also, we have a very potential possibility that around 140.80 and 141 we can see again dollar against the Japanese yen before the US dollar rises higher again. Then in Bitcoin, exactly the price we wanted. I told you yesterday, we will see also the price of 112.38. In futures, we have received that price. In CFDs, it didn't hit. So also in CFDs at 111,223 we are short, and in futures at 112,084 we shorted massively Bitcoin. It is also possible that we see prices at around 114.89, 116, 121, and 123,100, One, of course, we don't buy this Bitcoin at this price because it's against all the fundamental factors. So it might be a short-lived buy, but a very bad buy trap. Therefore, we sell massively Bitcoin at this level. The profit target one is still 99,222. The next one, 89,180, and so on. But this is the subject of another video. Also, Ethereum started first, and exactly at that time as Donald Trump was talking, we knew that his team and billionaires team are behind this insider trading, and not only him but also there are some other people. Okay, it doesn't matter. So in Ethereum we got very nice price at 2,819 as expected. Maybe tomorrow or also during the weekend it can go a little bit higher to 2,880 and even to 3,066, something around that, between 3,066 and 3,123, where we will sell it massively because the profit target one will be at 1,832, 1,537 down to 1,381. And finally, we have also Solana, exactly like I told you, from 157, the sell zone is beginning. We are already short, added much more to our short, possibly during today or maybe during the weekend. We will see also with high probability prices at 159.83, 165.05, and also 175.22. Possibly, if breaking that, we will have a short-living spike to 185.15, where it will fall down to 119 very fast. And after breaking that, we will see Solana again at 97 and even 84. And last not least, the XRP has reached also its selling price 241.51, where we are short. The next level to sell is 248.46, 251.32. It can even go a little bit higher to 262.84, or somewhere some pips higher, maximum to 269.48, before it falls down to 191.89 and even lower at 187.14. And the last crypto is Trump coin. As expected, every time the Trump coin is going to rise, meaning something happened also to portfolio of Donald Trump himself, and that means that the taco trades and a lot of media presence of Donald Trump is expected. So this time again, and we are long in taco coin or official Trump coin at 8.41. Current price is at 9. The next level is at around 9.31. The next one is at 10.14. So maybe at that level we will experience also a pullback down to around 8.83 to 8.50. But the bias for this coin currently is long. So if we take the longer term bias, it has a potential to rise up to 15. All right, this was from me for today's live. Have a good day and keep your trades always protected by stops. Don't fall into the news media traps. and just follow your strategy.